Hi guys, so today I'm here with Ella from our marketing team who did our Levada Trails and Peaks of Madeira adventure. And Madeira has easily become one of our best-selling destinations, so I thought it'd be good to get Ella in today to talk about everything you need to know before you go. Hi Ella.
Hi.
So, just diving into the deep end, why should someone choose Madeira for their next walking holiday?
Madeira is just such a fantastic island. There's so many landscapes to see, so many walking trails for every level. There's mountains, there's coastal walks, there's obviously the Levadas, and it's just such a place which has just so much to offer
Yeah.
and so much to see that, yeah, it's really a no-brainer. Yeah.
Because obviously there's so many great places to go walking in Europe. What makes Madeira stand out from those other locations?
It's just like I said before, the
Yeah.
variety of landscapes is just, yeah, it's just incredible. It's also a year-round walking,
Yeah.
hiking destination. Many places in Europe at the minute are just experiencing really hot weather. And of course it is hotter in some parts, sometimes of year, and cooler, rainier in others, but as a whole, it's just a great destination to go.
Yeah.
Any time of year. You can go in the UK's winter time, so you can go into October, December, or January, and the weather is just,
Yeah.
it's fine, it's good to walk in. So I think that's a standout reason in comparison to other European
Yeah.
destinations. But yeah, it's really just the variety that's in Madeira and the landscapes, which is just it's just such a compact island, but it's got
Yeah.
so much on it to see and do.
Yeah, because your trip was also a guided trip. How did you find one walking with the group and also having like a local guide to take you on these walks?
Yeah, the local guide just my local guide Andre, he enhanced the experience so much. I found out so much about everything, about Madeira, about the plants and the flowers, from him that I wouldn't have known if I did it
Yeah.
independently. Also, there's doing it in a guided group in Madeira is especially useful because there's so many trails that you do need transfers for to get to the trailhead and potentially back. So that was all sorted for you. And on my trip anyway, we had like a great mix of like off the beaten track trails that were not mainstream in the slightest, where we didn't see many walkers or people.
Yeah.
As well as the iconic highlights that you'll see if you look into Madeira and just type it in, they'll be there.
Yeah.
And they're there for a reason, and they are fantastic. But it's great to have that mix that comes with the local knowledge of the area.
Yeah.
And traveling in a group was great. Everyone is there for the same reason. Everyone is really friendly, and by the end of it, you do feel like a little gang, don't you? Yeah, a little gang, and it's great. It was great to have and share these memories with people.
Yeah. And there's a good chance you're going to get along if you're all there for the same reason that you love. You know, you love adventure holidays. You really want to go and see these new places. Like you're going to have shared interests then.
Yeah.
To focus a bit more on the walk-in, was there one particular walk that like was your favourite?
There was, and it was on the first walking day of the itinerary. So it's It's technically the second day, but the first walking day was incredible. I can't pronounce the name of it, so I'm not going to try. But
that's all right. I'll put it on the screen for the guys.
Yeah, that was just the perfect introduction. It was in like the central mountains of Madeira, and we had a gorgeous day. It was clear.
Yeah.
It was so clear, and the views were just insane. You could see for literally like miles.
Yeah.
And I can remember like walking up it. Andre, our guide, said like, "Oh, that's the mountain that we'll be finishing on the last day," which was
that's so nice to have that bookend of like being in one place and seeing where you're going to finish your
and it
holiday.
it felt like a long way at the time, because we had so many obviously walks ahead of us.
Yeah.
But that walk was just the perfect introduction to what the week's walking was going to be like.
In your walks as well, you also did. Is it Madeira's highest mountain? Is it Pico
Ruivo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Madeira's highest mountain.
Was it as fantastic as you thought it would be?
yeah, if not more so. I don't think photos ever really do any places like that, any place justice. But
Yeah.
it was great. It was actually switched to the sixth day on the itinerary instead of our I say sixth, but our second to last day's walking. Instead of the last day, because usually groups will finish it will finish with that walk on the last day's walking. But it was switched because of like the weather conditions predicted for the final day, so we switched it around, which was good. Because completely the right reason, it rained.
Yeah, and it's good you have that flexibility and your guide can make that call to make sure you have the best experience.
Exactly, yeah. And the day that we did it on, it was just it was a perfect day to do it on. There was the views, it was just so clear. And it was really nice as well getting to the top with the group. We all bonded on that on previously in the week.
Yeah.
So it was so nice to get to the top as like a group, as a collective.
Yeah.
It was really special, and that walk itself is a long day, but it's so worth it.
Yeah. And then obviously a pull for a lot of people to go to Madeira is the Levadas. Are they as unique as everyone says they are?
Yes, they are. They're like magical. And it was really great to have the Levadas because the integration channels, for anyone that doesn't know, that run across the island. But the Levadas aren't necessarily steep walks. In Madeira, a lot of the walks on our holiday were steep. In Madeira, if you're walking in Madeira, it's going to be steep.
Yeah.
So they were really nice because we sandwiched those like kind of like Levada trail walks in between the bigger days.
Yeah. Give your knees a rest.
Yeah, exactly. But it was just magical, and we went to some of the common highlight ones. And like I said, highlight for a reason.
Yeah.
But then we also went on other Levadas, which we were the only people on them, and walking beside them. So it was they are great.
Yeah, completely what everyone says.
Yeah.
And then once you were done walking, what was your accommodation like?
So the accommodation is a mix of 3 to 4 stars hotels, and it was clean, it was comfortable. They were like perfectly situated to when you finish, you get a short transfer to the hotel, and it's perfectly situated for where you begin the next day's walk. You can get a short transfer again to the trailhead because you do need the transfers in Madeira to get between them. But they were only like about 45 minutes. But anyway, the accommodation was really nice. We had on some hotels we had like balconies, and the views were incredible.
Yeah. And then in a similar vein, like how did the food work on this trip?
So the food's included in the price of the package. Which is really good because it means you're not worried about bringing additional money, having to budget. It's all kind of there in the cost of the holiday. And the food was great. We had breakfast in the morning at the hotels, and that was everything that you could need. And we got packed lunch at the hotels before starting the walks on each day, and there's plenty in there.
Yeah, you're not going hungry.
Plenty of variety as well. And then restaurants on the evening, which was lovely as well to kind of like round off the day's walking, go back, get ready for the evening, get changed. And then go out to like the restaurant as a group, as a collective, and that was really nice to do as well.
Yeah, and then that's included in the price, even though it's a restaurant, you don't have to pay for your restaurant food. That's cool. For your personal experience, was there a particular thing that you packed that you were really glad you took with you?
Yeah, a good waterproof jacket is just a must in Madeira. Like, I think before travelling, you're always told to expect like all 4 seasons in one day, and there's just so many like different microclimates around the island that just because it was like sunny in one area doesn't mean it won't be in the next one that you go to. So definitely a waterproof jacket for anyone that's considering it. I used mine, and just an absolute must. And hiking poles is definitely another one, because it's steep on the descent sometimes, that you will need. Well, you don't need them as such. If you've got experience with them, I would definitely bring them along.
Yeah, proper helps your knees.
Exactly, so those would be the main 2 things.
Nice. And if you could relive one moment from your trip, what would it be?
I know I've said this before, but it would be getting to the top of Pico Ruivo.
Mm-hmm.
I think,
Yeah.
the highest mountain. Yeah, it would definitely be that one. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
we all bonded by that time as a group. The views were just incredible.
Yeah.
So it'd definitely be that one. That's
Mm-hmm.
definitely like a highlight.
Yeah.
But there's so many others
Mm-hmm.
throughout the week. But that one kind of like stays
Yeah.
with you. It's
And if
one,
you'd said like you bonded by then as well, that probably really added to that experience,
yeah,
like being there with people that you saw as like your friends now.
yeah, exactly.
And if anyone's sat at home thinking like Madeira sounds cool, is it for me? Who do you think would fall in love with it?
I think anyone really, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's just such a variety. We did like the coastal walks. We did
Mm-hmm.
obviously the Levadas and the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a mix of off the beaten track and
Yeah.
your highlights, which you just cannot miss. So it was just a really good mix. I think it's kind of for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
The holiday in itself is graded a 5,
Mm-hmm.
which is like moderate. And yeah, I think that's quite a fair grading for it. Some of the walks, like I say, were steep, were long, but
Yeah.
sandwiched with more gentle walks, and it's just like the right side of challenging.
Mm-hmm.
As well, if it's your first walking holiday, it's not too far from the UK. You're not completely out your comfort
Yeah.
zone. There's still home comforts.
Mm-hmm.
You're staying in nice hotels. You're not camping. So there's that. But also, if you're an experienced walker and have done plenty before and never been
Yeah.
to Madeira, it's just you've got to tick it off
Yeah.
because it's just incredible place
Mm-hmm.
as well. And I feel like on our holiday you feel like you cover like the entire island and
Yeah.
you've seen everything all within a short amount of time.
Yeah, and it's quite rare to get that. So
Exactly, yeah, you do feel like
Yeah.
you've seen everything, and if not more than what you initially thought that you would
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think for everybody.
Perfect. Well, thank you for taking time to chat to me about this today, Ella. And if you have any questions at home, just get in touch with the KE office, and I'm sure Ella would be happy to answer them
Yes.
for you. Thank you.
Thanks.